Every year that you live, that world will get bigger and brighter. And more detailed and complex.
Pleasure to meet you. I've been such a fan of you all of my life. How are you doing today?
I'm great, Landon. The reason you haven't met is because I've never won an award. It's time,
It
Landon.
is time to win, and I'm Awards Watch, okay?
There you go. Your awards watch. It's time.
I am here to tell the world that you should have a role in every horror film, but I'm going to double down on that and say you should have a cameo in every film because you elevate every single film
Oh,
that you are in.
well, thank you so
Every
much.
single
So
one.
sweet.
And this one, you're like an introspective, just like, all knowing. Like, what was it like going from the roles that you've played in the past to this
Right.
kind of introspective role?
I mean, look, it's the same thing. How do you go from Shaggy to a serial killer back to Shaggy? I mean, that's the job. The job is to jump effortlessly into the boots that are presented to you. And so the good news is that, in this particular movie, I got to sort of call on I grew up in Michigan, my whole family is sort of blue collar. And so I got to like sort of lean into that, my history as to who I am as a man. And then, you have great words based on the work of Stephen King and Mike Flanagan. It wasn't that hard to sort of lean into it, to be honest.
How do you think fans will react to this quieter, more reflective Mike Flanagan?
I think yeah, I, it's a good question, right? If we can get him to the theater, my expectation is that, and what I've seen top to bottom, what my experience was in sitting in the theater, both times I've seen it, was that something happens to the people watching it.
Yeah.
And I do think that, you know, you may not be able to feel that from a trailer. You may not know that from, the poster. But the reality is, I do think that the movie's special. And my hope is that somehow, some way, they find themselves into that dark theater on a Friday night, and they find an experience that is only happening in those shared spaces that are, that is where the magic happens. I mean, it's live theater. It's in watching a musical or watching a movie. These moments are special, and we're hoping that people find it.
Yes, it hit me like a ton of bricks. My whole screening was just crying, and we were just sat there like, wow. I saw it at Tip, and we were just like blown away. And that's how the whole screening is. So I don't doubt that it's going to find its audience. If you could relive one small moment of your life, kind of like Chuck did, what moment would that be?
Oh, geez, one small moment of my life. Small moment? Oh my
Could be a
God.
big moment.
Yeah, I will tell you, my dad has dementia. Dementia sucks being a kid living with your father who has dementia.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I would go back right now, if you're asking me, I'd probably go back and have one last golf game with my dad. That's where I would go.
I think that's great. I think that's great. What's next for you, Matthew?
I'm going off to do, I mean, I have a lot coming out. I've got next season of Cross, Daredevil, Scream 7, Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm about to go off to shoot Carrie. We premiere on Monday. I'm leaving on Tuesday to go shoot Carrie. Yeah, so I've got, and yeah, it's a lot right now.
It's a lot, but we love it, Matthew. And you know what it's all going to lead to? Awards. And you've heard it here
Awards.
first at
Listen,
Awards
that
Watch.
that is why you have to talk to Mark Hamill, because he needs to be nominated for an Academy Award, and putting in the universe. I'm going to
And,
be the one that champions that he should be nominated.
and I spoke with him earlier, and I'm going to spearhead this. We're going to make this happen.
Let's
All right.
go.
Isn't that wonderful?